All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay. The headlines. Voting begins to elect a new 60-member Legislative Assembly in Tripura. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to inaugurate Adi Mahotsav in New Delhi this morning, to also virtually launch nationwide Jal Jan Abhiyan from Rajasthan. Indian Army opens registration for Agni-Veer recruitment in Jammu and Kashmir. India and Spain agree to collaborate on digital infrastructure, climate action and sustainable development. And in Women's T20 World Cup, India beat West Indies by 6 wickets in Cape Town. In Tripura, voting has started to elect a new 60-member Legislative Assembly. Polling started at 7 in the morning and will conclude at 4 p.m. Over 28 lakh voters will decide the electoral fate of 259 candidates, including 22 women. There are a total of 3,336 polling booths in the state. The Election Commission has set up a model polling booths as well as all women, all youth and all Divyangs polling booths. Adequate security measures have been put in place to ensure peaceful polling. BJP, Congress Left Front, Tipra Motha and TMC candidates have left no stone unturned to woo the voters. Senior BJP leader and incumbent Chief Minister Dr. Manik Shah, Union Minister Pratima Bhomik, State BJP President Rajiv Bhattacharjee, Deputy Chief Minister Jishnu Debbarman, Senior CPIM leader Jitendra Chaudhary and Pavitra Kaur, State Congress President Birjit Sinha and former Minister Sudeep Roy Burman among those in the contest. Now we go over live to our correspondent Manas Pratim Sharma, who is at town Bordowali constituency in Agartala. Manas, how is the voting progressing there?
Abhishek, good morning. I am right now outside the B.R. Ambedkar School polling booth. This is at town Bordowali constituency located at Agartala city. The incumbent Chief Minister Dr. Manik Shah is contesting at this seat. There are just over 47,000 voters at this assembly. We can see the Central Armed Police Forces have been deployed outside the polling booth, and webcasting is being done. We could also see the enthusiasm among new and old voters, the senior citizens, the first-time voters. Voters have started reaching the polling booths even before the actual voting has begun. So I could say it's a celebration of democracy is on across the Tripura right now. Abhishek?
Right. Manas, what is the electoral contest in the state this time around?
If we talk on the contest, we could say most of the seats are likely to have either direct contest or triangular or multiple contest here. The BJP, TMC, Congress, Left Front and the local party, Tipra Motha, independent candidates are in the fray. We have seen the participation of senior leaders from all across the political parties in the campaigns and rallies. So we have to wait for the final result till the 2nd of next month. Abhishek?
Right. Thank you, Manas, for that update. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has urged the people of Tripura to vote in record numbers today and strengthen the festival of democracy. In a tweet, Mr. Modi called upon the youth to exercise their franchise during the assembly election in the state. Home Minister Amit Shah has also urged the people of Tripura to cast their votes today during the assembly election. In a tweet, Mr. Shah appealed to the voters to come out and vote for a prosperous Tripura to ensure that a development-oriented government is formed and the era of peace and progress that has already started continues smoothly. In Meghalaya, campaigning has intensified for the ensuing assembly elections, with star campaigners and senior leaders of all parties are on a whirlwind tour. Senior BJP leader and Union Home Minister Amit Shah will hold a public meeting in Tura in West Garo Hills region today. Leaders of other political parties such as the National People's Party, NPP, Trinamool Congress, Voice of the People Party, VPP, Hill State People Democratic Party, Aegis PDP, Congress and United Democratic Party, UDP, are leaving no stone unturned to garner support for the candidates. More from a correspondent.
Trinamool Congress General Secretary Abhishek Banerjee promised to people in Tura that party will work for a holistic development of Meghalaya. He said if voted to power, Garo and Khasi languages will be included in 8th schedule of the constitution. The NPP senior leader and Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma addressed multiple public meetings at Selong, Dereng Bibra and Ronga Siring, where he slammed Trinamool Congress as a party without vision for Meghalaya. Senior Congress leader Supriya Srinath said in Shillong that only Congress can provide transparent and corruption-free government in the state. Voice of the People Party VPP Chief Ardent Miller Basaya Womoit has promised eradication of corruption, all-round development of the state. Dharmendra Kumar Rai, AIR News, Shillong.
For the 60-member Meghalaya Legislative Assembly, polling would be held on the 27th of February. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate the mega National Tribal Festival Adi Mahotsav today at the Major Dhyan Chand National Stadium in New Delhi. 1,000 tribal artists from 28 states and union territories will take part in the festival. The festival is scheduled between the 16th and the 27th of this month, and it will celebrate the tribal spirit, including its culture, crafts, cuisine, commerce and traditional art. Our correspondent reports that the Tribal Affairs Ministry is making all-out efforts to ensure full participation and involvement of the tribal communities in realizing the vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat.
Adi Mahotsav is a major platform to promote tribal products into national and international markets. 39 Vandan Vikas Kendras from 17 states and union territories are expected to participate in this Mahotsav. The festival will feature exhibition cum sale of tribal handicrafts, handloom, paintings, jewelry, bamboo, pottery, food, natural products and tribal cuisine. The rich and diverse heritage of tribes from across the country will be showcased in over 200 stalls. The concept of organizing Adi Mahotsav in major cities has provided to be a boon for tribal artisans by eliminating the middleman and providing direct access to larger markets. With Dipendra Kumar, Sanjeev Jasrotia, AIR News, Delhi.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will virtually inaugurate the Jal Jan Abhiyan in Abu Road in Sirohi district of Rajasthan today. Union Minister of Jal Shakti Gajendra Singh Shekhawat and film actor Nana Patekar and eminent citizens will be present on the occasion. Under the nationwide campaign, people associated with the Brahma Kumari Sansthan and the Ministry of Jal Shakti will run a public awareness campaign for 8 months to preserve more than 5,000 water bodies across the country and to build new water bodies. Our target has been set to reach 10 crore people by organizing 10,000 programs through the campaign. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
Northeast Diary program, broadcast every Thursday at 5:30 p.m. brings very interesting and enchanting stories from the 8 Indian states of Northeast India. Northeast Diary this week, on the 16th of February 2023, brings an exclusive interview with Mamang Dai, well-known poet and novelist writing in English from Arunachal Pradesh. Looking forward to seeing you there.
In Jammu and Kashmir, the Army has started online registration for recruitment under the Agniveer scheme from today. It will continue till March 15th. Our Jammu correspondent reports that applications are invited from candidates hailing from the districts including Udhampur, Rajouri, Poonch, Samba and Kathua of the Jammu division.
All the interested candidates desirous to join Army as Agniveer may apply online from the official website of Army www.joinindianarmynic.in only. All unmarried eligible male and female candidates born between 1st October 2002 to 1st April 2006, both dates inclusive, with requisite education qualification can apply for Agniveer. The recruitment procedure may now start with an online written exam in a multiple choice questionnaire format at different centers across the country. The online exam will commence from April 17, 2023 onwards. This is N. Gulshan Rana for AIR News, Jammu.
The Cabinet Committee on Security has approved a proposal to raise 7 new battalions of the Indo-Tibetan Border Police ITBP. Briefing media in New Delhi yesterday, Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur said that the approval has also been given for setting up of one sector headquarters of ITBP.
कैबिनेट कमेटी ऑफ सिक्योरिटी ने 7 नई बटालियन आईटीबीपी की रेस करने के लिए अनुमति दी है। साथ ही साथ इन बटालियंस के सुपरविजन के लिए एक अतिरिक्त सेक्टर हेडक्वार्टर की स्थापना भी की जाएगी। बटालियंस और सेक्टर हेडक्वार्टर के लिए 9,400 पदों को सृजन किया जाएगा और बटालियन एवं सेक्टर हेडक्वार्टर की स्थापना 2025-26 तक पूरी कर ली जाएगी।
The cabinet also approved the construction of Shinkula tunnel to provide all-weather connectivity in Ladakh. Mr. Thakur said the construction work of this 4.1 kilometer tunnel will be completed by December 2025. He said the total expenditure on this project will be 1,681 crore rupees.
इससे दुर्गम क्षेत्र का सर्वांगीण विकास संभव हो सकेगा तथा टूरिज्म, हेल्थ, एजुकेशन के क्षेत्र में इन्वेस्टमेंट को बढ़ावा मिलेगा। सर्दी के महीनों में सप्लाई चेन को हम बरकरार रख पाएंगे और सैन्य बलों की मूवमेंट को भी हवाई मार्ग के साथ साथ सड़क मार्ग को और बल मिलेगा। ये प्रोजेक्ट भी सामरिक और राष्ट्रीय सुरक्षा के दृष्टिकोण से महत्वपूर्ण है।
India and Spain have agreed to collaborate on digital infrastructure, climate action, clean energy transition and sustainable development. Prime Minister Narendra Modi yesterday spoke to his Spanish counterpart, Pedro Sanchez. Both the leaders also discussed a number of bilateral and international issues of mutual interest. They also reviewed ongoing bilateral initiatives and expressed satisfaction at the recent high-level exchanges and growing cooperation in defense, economic and commercial sectors. Mr. Modi briefed his Spanish counterpart on India's priorities for G20 presidency, oriented towards working to promote oneness based on the theme of Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, One Earth, One Family, One Future. Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez extended full support to India's initiatives under its G20 presidency. In Women's T20 World Cup, India defeated West Indies by 6 wickets at Newlands Stadium in Cape Town yesterday. India comfortably achieved the target of 119 runs, losing 4 wickets in 18.1 overs. For India, wicketkeeper Richa Ghosh was the highest scorer, who made 44 runs off 32 balls and remained not out. Earlier, West Indies scored 118 runs for 6 wickets in 20 overs. Claiming 3 wickets, Deepti Sharma became the first Indian cricketer to reach the 100 wickets landmark in T20 internationals. She was declared player of the match. And now for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Navneet Singh.
Thank you, Abhishek. Domestic share in defence acquisitions raised to 75%, informs Hindustan Times while quoting Defence Minister Rajnath Singh's announcement at Aero India show in Bengaluru. 9,400 more ITBP Jawans, better infrastructure to secure LAC is the lead headline in the Pioneer. Cabinet nod for 2 lakh agri credit dairy cooperative societies in 5 years, writes the Tribune on its front page. Festivals, heritage walks to showcase Indian culture to G20 foreign delegates, reports the Indian Express. Era when progress was equated with westernization is behind us, says External Affairs Minister at the inauguration of 12th Vishwa Hindu Sammelan in Fiji, writes the Statesman. Nicola Sturgeon resigns as Scotland's First Minister, saying her dominance over her party and the country was no longer the asset it was in the fight for an independent Scotland, reports Financial Express. Expedite work on increasing pension, government tells Employees Provident Fund Organisation, states The Hindu. And finally, Woods returns to golf with belief to win, writes the Times of India. And with that, it's back to you, Abhishek.
Thank you, Navneet. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Voting begins to elect a new 60-member Legislative Assembly in Tripura. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to inaugurate Adi Mahotsav in New Delhi this morning, to also virtually launch nationwide Jal Jan Abhiyan from Rajasthan. Indian Army opens registration for Agniveer recruitment in Jammu and Kashmir. India and Spain agree to collaborate on digital infrastructure, climate action and sustainable development. And in Women's T20 World Cup, India beat West Indies by 6 wickets in Cape Town. And for details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and News on AIR app. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.